Previously on Sin's The Hero's Tale, the party found ways to kill time during their last day before the meeting with Councilman Yusin. Okazad was attacked and rendered unconscious by a large flock of seagulls and an irate reef shark that tore off and ripped up his jacket. Charya and Jura emerged from Juggalo's realm, with Jura having been transformed into a caterpillar by the god of madness. Thalia walked the port and took particular interest in the head of a local slave auction. Okazad returned to Troy Manor with Jura, placing the caterpillar on a tree before turning to go lick his wounds. Immediately, Jura was accosted by a hungry robin, and Okazad had to return and get rid of the bird. After 12 hours, Jura returned to normal, but was displeased with the whole ordeal. Charya, disguised as a human woman, found a half-orc Navy sailor in a tavern in the port. She seduced the young man, and managed to persuade him to accompany her to a more secluded area for intimate activities. After they had finished, and as the sailor lay sleeping, Charya stabbed him through the neck with the spike given to her by Corson. The sailor's soul collected. The spike flew off toward Crescent Cove. Thalia stalked the slave auctioneer through town, eventually following him into a high-end inn at dusk. When he entered his room, Thalia silently assassinated the man with the dagger she'd received from Juggalo. As she closed the door to the room, Thalia watched as the man's corpse rose back up and transformed as Juggalo began to possess it. Having regained a presence in the material plane, Juggalo thanked Thalia and disappeared. The following day, the party met with Sebastian and Lucian and went to meet with Councilman Yusin. While in the foyer of his manor, the party met Captain Julian Efferly, a seemingly mad merchant who was trying to receive a ship from the councilman to replace the one he'd recently lost. Yusin saw his guests at the same time, and while he advised Julian to speak with his daughter about the ship, he invited Sebastian, and therefore the party, to a hunt that the people of Antebellum were orchestrating to eliminate the large rodents that had been attacking the populace. Yusin himself was dismissive of the possibility of a vampire lurking somewhere in Card, but his houseboy, an old ratfolk named Stoat, promised to look into the matter for them. With little new besides a strong, renewed desire to leave Card, the party returned to Troy Manor, awaiting news of the coming hunt.
de-stress.
Alright, so if nobody else wanted to do anything for the hunt?
Nope.
Nope.
Cool. Then y'all go to sleep that night. You reap the benefits of a long rest, so anyone who had their hit points below maximum, they're full, your spell slots are restored. And you wake up the following morning to the sound of a lot of clamoring outside. Like, anyone who's interested, roll perception as you wake up the following morning.
Oh, God.
You're fast asleep. You're hitting your snooze button. Charia, yeah, you hear it, but you're kind of tossing and turning, holding the pillow over your head.
If only we had advantage.
She's just more going, oh, why won't they just fucking knock it off?
How do you send whispers in this?
Slash W.
And then the name.
I mean, you could always just send it to our Discord.
Yeah, it's slash W, then type their name. So, like, AJ should have just gotten a message there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Is it not letting me? Oh, this freaking thing is stupid.
Just use Discord, man.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
works.
Well, I will just my response next time. Say it ahead of time.
Yeah, I thought I might. That's my bad. I mean, I thought I had alluded to that enough, but I guess I had not openly said it. So yeah, that's fine.
Well, then I can tell you what you learned later.
That's fine.
So that, yeah, Charia, you're kind of holding the pillow over your face, so you hear them, but you're not really doing anything. Thalia and Okazad, you hear it and you actually go to your windows. You see there is a very large procession of people making towards the north gate of town. Some of them with, it's basically your standard mob affair. Some of them with torches, pitchforks, a couple of them with proper weapons like swords, spears, and bows slung over their shoulders and tied around their waist. Basically, it looks like a very disorganized militia going off to war. And Julian, you would see this as well.
Awesome.
This is a
That looks
hunt?
fun.
Is it what they call a hunt?
He sighs, gets dressed, and walks downstairs.
Yeah, Sebastian is down there. He's in actually the most casual attire you have ever seen him in. He has actually ditched the dress shirt and the vest, the black slacks. He is in what I can best describe as kind of like an old English hunter's outfit. He kind of looks like Van Pelt from Jumanji, minus the hat. And Lucian is there with him in his normal casual clothes, his V-neck and his mechanic's overalls over that. Oh, good morning. Ready for the chaos?
Are hunts always that large?
In Card, yes. Strange as it may seem, if there's one thing Cardians are good at, Master Okazad, it's hunting. Mostly because they go out in groups so laughably large for a single animal that it's a wonder most of the things around here aren't extinct by now.
That is a good question, and I'm honestly not sure if I want the answer.
Well, roll a history.
Yeah, I got nothing.
No.
Wait, me too?
Yeah, go for it.
No.
Yeah, unfortunately, every time you've ported in this city, your main concern has just been to stay in the port area. You really don't give a shit about what these people's culture is like.
Right.
Oh, if only you had my rolls.
She did have your role. She literally matched you.
Yeah.
But she gets advantage is what I mean.
Oh, yeah, so that would have been... But either way, Sebastian goes on.
I imagine you'd want to eat. Conveniently, Ignis actually got up significantly earlier than usual. He's already got something prepared for us.
Well, that's quite kind of him, I'd say.
Yeah, and those interested in eating, in the kitchen, you notice Ignis has set out plates, and on them it looks like, actually it looks like little beef slices, like almost like the way brisket is served up. So it's predominantly that, and then it's surrounded on 3 sides by various local vegetables.
I'm still asleep. I got that.
I would say at this point the smell of the food would wake you.
Okay.
I feel Charia, slumps down the stairs in the most annoyed, kind of tired look possible. Just going, why do they have to be so loud?
Yeah, Jura, as you kind of bury your head in the blanket in like a sort of not today sort of mentality, the smell of slow-cooked meat fills your nostrils.
Just cartoon float over with the smell.
You hobo levitate.
Eye the windowsill kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah. You
Yeah,
guys...
Julian sits down, starts eating his food, and then snaps his fingers, but nothing appears. And then he just starts handing pieces of it up, and as he hands it up, the brisket just disappears, and then he keeps eating.
Yeah, this would be the first time that the 4 of you have seen that there actually is something unseen, but there next to him.
I'm too groggy to pay attention.
Charia's
Should
hair.
we ask about that?
Always focus on her food. She doesn't really care.
Yeah, no one cares.
Charia's busy trying to brush down her hair at this point.
Yeah, Thalia has seen a fawn that heals people by stabbing them. There's nothing that surprises her.
I mean, we've all seen that. And Okazaz experienced it.
Don't remind me.
Everyone's just munching on their food.
Yeah, everyone's digging in, so you've got your food for the day. This will probably last you all the way through evening. It's actually a very filling breakfast.
Now, if there's nothing else you had to do,
Sebastian says.
I suggest we go and we meet the rest of the town up at the north gate.
Yeah, so maybe we can tell them to be fucking quieter.
You know they're not going to.
Just more reasons to burn this town down in the end. She kind of goes back upstairs to actually get dressed this time and make herself look presentable before coming back down.
Okay. So you go, you get dressed, and I assume, unless nobody else had anything they wanted to do at Troy Manor, y'all get a move on?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
You leave the manor, you go through that nice looking courtyard out front, and you go through where it's actually, like, the noble district is already kind of at the north side of town, so you get to the main road and you just take it a little further north. There's a stone brick wall, like a cobblestone wall, with a large metal gate in it, and on the other side there seems to be a large crowd. If you were to take a rough guess, you could probably guess that all the local people from Antebellum are here. And at the front of that crowd, roll a perception, all those interested.
I know jack shit. I apparently got sand eye or something.
Well, Okazad, you're too distracted by the fact that this is a hunt for some reason in this place.
Good rolls today. I ain't got...
Yeah, well, hopefully you're getting all your bad shit out of the way now.
Like, seriously.
Yeah, Thalia and Julian, just huge crowd forming at the gate. It's actually kind of confusing. Jura and Charia, you see out beyond these people at the front, now addressing them are several people on horseback. And Jura, you actually remember you feel something, a hatred you've not felt since yesterday. You peer through the crowd, and sitting atop a A horse so white it's almost blinding to look at is the pompous, smiling visage of Councilman Eusine in a hunting outfit.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
And he appears to be addressing the crowd. And I will say, also, with those perception rolls, you also notice that the crowd before you is, much like specified before, a mix of sort of untrained militia and actual experienced hunters. It looks like everybody here is just out for a pound of flesh.
Well, with any luck, maybe the other way.
Chari's gonna kind of just nudge Drew on the arm and be like, "So you're from the so you know things about these giant rats, right? You remember correctly? You said something about being from the fire swamp."
They are rats and they are large.
Yeah, Jura
How old are
actually.
they?
Jura, actually, roll me a nature with advantage in regards to the ROUSs.
I actually have.
With a 15, you remember specifically in your clan, hunting one of these was actually considered a rite of passage. In Clan Harrock, when you got to a certain age, you would go out into the swamp, you would kill one of these, and when you brought it back, you were finally considered an adult. You actually remember the jaws of the one that you killed adorned the wall right above your bed in your little chief's hut back home.
They're a very easy hunt.
Oh, they weren't easy.
The youngins could take care of them.
They weren't easy, and there were several members of Clan Harrock that did not make it back from their hunts, but for the ones that did, they were considered adults in the eyes of the clan.
Well, in that case, you're the one.
And these
got the most-
people with a crowd this large plans on finding and not.
Yeah, to the... if any of you have any idea what they look like, to the realistic sensibility, this resembles an English fox hunt.
Yeah.
Basically just a bunch of people on foot and on horses about to storm the forest, hoping that their quarry is one of the things that dies along the way.
Aldra, you're the most experienced in hunting these. You're up front.
I mean, his name means hunter, so...
Yeah, I just kind of like, you take the lead on this one, Jura.
Yeah, I guess.
You've hunted them. You're the most experience with it. I've
Yeah.
never had.
This is
I've only had to deal with these things in, well, avoiding them.
Yeah, I'm not feeling very inspired today.
I'll think of it like this. You can if you can kill one all by yourself, you can probably carve it up and get something nice out of it.
Yeah.
honestly, I think you'd be more happy with just showing all these people up.
That too. You get to show all of them how much better you are than them.
I don't need to. I already know how much better I am than all of them.
It's just the added benefit of being able to wave it in the air and say, "I did it, and you did."
And
Honestly,
Okay.
that's for your glory and more for their shame.
as y'all are having this conversation, you hear very vaguely from the far front of the crowd, every head that you bring me. And the crowd just bursts into a roaring applause. Now let's go, people! And Councilman Eusine and all the other nobles on horseback ride forward, and there is just a thunderous tremor as the crowd follows behind them on foot.
Charlie just gonna look at the party. Shall we let them walk a little bit ahead so we don't get trampled under them?
We should follow in the general direction at least first.
These people are mad, I swear.
Don't worry. Probably gonna...
Do we really even have to go at all?
It's our only lead we have, so unfortunately, yes.
Like I said, if we're lucky enough, maybe some of them will kill themselves. Or each other. Either one's fine with me.
Or maybe they draw their little targets for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Or we can pick them off slowly from the back.
Gotta make sure not to get caught. That could be a problem in itself.
Yeah.
Lucian, fucking Julian's just sitting here listening to these people going, and then he looks at his shoulder. He goes, "Man, they probably thought I was crazy."
You're the one who was feeding the air chunks of meat. So
Oh, and he looks at him and he
technically, no.
goes, "I wasn't feeding the air shit, mate." And he snaps his fingers and the imp appears. He goes, "I was feeding fucking Reginald."
His name's Reginald.
She just kind of looks at it, still a little bit drowsy from this morning, and gives a slight yawn and goes,
It's funny because you're a drow.
"Yeah." Well, she's half drow, so she
Yeah.
doesn't actually get the trance thing. She actually has to sleep.
Yeah, you get half drowsy.
I get half drowsy, and she just kind of looks over and goes, "Huh. All
And
right.
then he
Well, as
goes-
long as he can help with the hunt."
Whatever.
He
Let's get a move on.
Oh, he definitely can. And he snaps his fingers one more time and he turns into a raven. And then he tells him to go and scout ahead.
Whatever. Let's get
And,
going.
the raven flies off.
No.
Let me actually roll something for that real quick.
Oh dear.
The imp has been eaten.
No, yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna be targeted by these hunters.
Oh, bird!
Reginald, go!
I mean, the raven can go invisible at the first sign of danger, but
Oh,
Okay, it's below 50, so it doesn't matter.
But I think Jura leads the way out into the forest in this ROUS hunt.
Though, for the sake of any future rolls having to do with this, what happens if your familiar quote-unquote dies?
He just has
Nothing.
to cast a spell.
I literally just can pop him back into existence.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, he doesn't really die. He just goes to a pocket dimension and regens, and then I can poof him back into
He
existence.
just has to reconstitute.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. But he has to recast the Find Familiar spell, which he gets for free with the Pact of the Chain.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a freebie. So
It's like you basically spend like 15 minutes casting it and boop, be back.
yeah.
Of course, if that happens for other reasons, and yeah, basically.
Okay, well I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page there.
Mhm.
So y'all go forward, and as you do, roll a quick perception.
Here we go again. Is it gonna be any better? No.
Okay, Chariot, you notice it and you can point it out to the group. There are already a couple of smaller, more out-of-shape humans who got trampled by the crowd, and they're just kind of laying there defeated as you get closer to the forest.
She's just. They're not even worth it. And
Yeah,
she
like-
just walks past them.
Yeah, there's a couple, but the main one you notice is a very large man with like massive sideburns, and he's just holding a pitchfork forward, and his arm just as he drops it.
I have heart attacks before. They're not even gonna make it back.
They couldn't even make it the couple of. They couldn't even make it a little bit to get into the forest.
This hunt in a nutshell.
No, it's only the beginning. More will drop out soon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Is it really unfortunate?
No, it's actually kind of fortunate because that means that there's more around to try and draw out them. Which I did get a little more info. There might be some helpers along with him.
Oh, fantastic.
Whatever.
Nothing too serious, more just thralls than anything. But at the same time, if we can, stop them from being controlled by him, then it would be best to. Then I think it would be best to try and put them to the side. As they
Okay,
are still Kieran's crew.
so you guys march into the woods. What is your order?
I'm in front.
I'll take second.
Third, I guess.
I'll be in the back.
All right.
Be fourth.
First, second, third.
Put the strongest at the front, put the bait in the back.
Sebastian is actually walking side by side with you, Okazad.
That's fine. That's more than fine.
Now I have protection for when my spells miss.
Listen, you.
Listening, what do you gotta say?
I wasn't the one who was turned into a worm.
Caterpillar.
And
I
from
see no
what-
difference.
Either way, you two, keep your eyes out. And we don't want to get jumped by a rat of unusual size. It's more of an annoyance than anything.
I don't know, I thought it would be pretty fun.
Oh, sure. Yeah, how about you go on ahead? We'll watch it jump you.
Sarcasm. Sarcasm.
Yeah, apparently you didn't understand mine.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no chasm here. A forest.
And she just pats her on the back, like, you are right.
Okay, so you can all see the screen.
Yep.
I believe so.
Okay, so you have. As you wander in, you notice the trees get very quickly much taller and much thicker, and before long, the canopy is blotting out almost all sunlight. Like there's a couple of small fleeting rays of light that dance across the forest floor, but everything else is pretty shrouded in here.
I mean, I'm assuming I can see like it's freaking daytime.
Yes, you can see a little further than most.
'Cause I
but-
have devil's sight out to 120.
Yeah, for the sake of this, up until I learn properly how to work dynamic lighting, we'll just rock it with Fog of War.
Sick.
Yeah. Well, mine just
I knew it
stood
wanted
at 60.
Funky.
Okay, so I will say for the sake of this, y'all have been walking for a little bit, not really noticing much out of place. You've noticed a couple of deer, a lot of like smaller animals like frogs and snakes, stuff you would expect to see in a almost like a sort of forested, swampy sort of area. But roll me a survival. Jura, you can do so with advantage because you've hunted these creatures before. Ooh. Jura and Thalia, you actually notice very large, rodent-like footprints as you, in this clearing that you're in on screen. You notice them kind of, oh, So if y'all want to convey what Jura and Thalia found while I'm doing this.
Apparently Thalia found the whole map.
It's alright, she'll forget it in 5 minutes.
Excuse you, bitch.
And actually just gonna take a picture of it.
Well, no, because I had it. I could see the whole thing on my screen because I was so zoomed out.
Oh, so
I know how
really,
many we're about to fight. So.
So really, you can only see a small handful of things.
What do you mean?
Never mind. For the sake of speeding things along,
Do I need to
First
smack
step.
you?
I mean, you could try. It
Mhm.
won't help you in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me perception.
Perception.
The perception after the perception. Rolls today are not great.
To be fair,
Well,
neither of mine.
Yeah,
You're
There you go.
above, your rolls are above average. What are you talking about?
I mean, I finally got a good roll.
I'm more annoyed. I'm still just drowsy and I'm yawning along the way.
Yeah, you're not really feeling this hunt. Literally everyone else over here, let me switch back to the GM layer. You notice on a tree kind of overlooking where you guys currently are is a very large rat, and with Thalia, Julian, and Okazad with y'all's higher perception, you can actually see this thing has a sort of short, stout, it looks like a longer bone hanging out of its teeth. Roll a what would it be to identify creatures? Either nature or medicine or
probably nature.
Probably nature.
yeah, then roll nature. Jura, Julian, he's got a dwarf femur sticking out of his mouth.
No, I didn't mean to click that.
Delicious.
Yeah, and with those higher perception rolls, you also see this particular one has a couple of scars across his eye, but as he's looking at you, you see him, his lips kind of curl up and he bears large fangs, drool hanging out of his mouth. And you just hear,
That's pretty good.
as it looks at you.
Charya. Does Charya hear this noise?
I would say at this point, yes, you are alerted to the creature sitting on the branch like a hungry panther kind of looking down at you.
Yeah, she kind of just looks around for a minute before following everyone else's gaze and goes, "Oh. To be honest, I was expecting it to be larger."
It's still bigger than a regular rat.
Definitely.
Yeah, and as you're all staring, like Sebastian is actually kind of surprised. He's never seen one of these before.
And you deal with these all the time, Master Jura.
Well, dealt with. I wouldn't say I deal with them anymore.
Horrid creature.
Eh,
No, we're out here to kill them now and look for evidence on where he may be. So,
And as it sort of goes to move, and then you watch as it lazily, while still kind of straddling the branch it's on, falls off to the side and just kind of hits the ground with a dull thud about 7 feet below. And it leaves like a little greasy imprint where it hit the ground as it rights itself.
she's just gonna kind of look at this and look at Jura and be like, "This is the horrifying." Okay, I'm gonna shoot it since it's walking towards us.
Yeah, it kind of just leaves the shade of the tree and starts almost like sizing you up. But yeah, if you're gonna shoot it, roll to hit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing my own thing as well.
Wow, these fucking rolls. Does a 10 or a 9 hit this thing?
No, that will actually miss on both accounts.
Oh, so I should kind of shoot around it. And... There you go, Drago.
A 23, however, will hit it. Okay, so 8 cold damage, and with that, roll initiative as this creature now definitely perceives you as a threat.
all of us roll initiative, or
Yeah, no, it's
It also needs to make a DC save.
Hey!
a DC. Alright, and what's the penalty if it fails?
It will
Take
have
the-
disadvantage on the next attack it makes. before
And
the end of its next
then,
turn.
Let me see here. I
There we
also
go.
need.
I'm
to
sorry,
roll
next weapon
for
attack.
that.
It does it magic weapons count, right?
Either way, what is it? A con save?
It is a DC 14 con save.
Me, you rat bastard.
Dang it!
Well, it makes that.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, my imp rolled a 5. Okay, cool.
And I apparently, well, at least I went first.
Okay,
So I'm basically just down at
let's-
the bottom.
Yeah, so let's add.
Make sure you
turn.
make sure you click your token.
I fucked that up.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
Add turn.
I might need a token for my imp.
Well, they
Believe
share
it or not-
your.
No, they don't. They have their own initiative and move on their own. Like
They
I
don't
can
share
roll
your
and-
initiative.
They don't share it. Nope, they roll their own.
Believe it or
yep,
not,
they act independently but always obeys your command in combat. It rolls an initiative and acts on its own turn.
Yep. I mean,
They
we could
can't
just
attack,
share
but can take
initiative
other
and
actions.
just I could move both of us separately as if we're like a team, like you would do the enemies as a GM. But
No, it's fine. I actually had a. Here we go.
no,
A little
giant.
big.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
got,
god,
huge.
I got to shrink it down, but I do actually have an imp thing. How much hit points does it have?
Let me look. It has 10 hit points. Fly speeds are like walk 20, fly 40. DC is his AC is 13.
There we go. So now we have the imp, and for the sake of this, I'll say can be controlled by. Okay, so now we should be able to move. I'll go ahead and add him to the turn order. And you said he rolled a 5?
Yeah, and I rolled an 11 for my there. I put my AC in there for you,
All right.
and he rolled a 5. He has a +3 to his dex, so he's D20 +3. I have the imp like monster sheet open. I just don't have like a sheet for him. So like if I have to do anything, I'll just roll dice. That'll be easier.
All right.
Meanwhile, Drago's going at initiative 2 because he is dejected that this thing is not cold.
Well, hold on.
I mean, at least I actually hit the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And in descending order. Okay, so up the top of the list, Chario, we start with you.
Alright, well, actually, well, I'll kind of see that I was kind of off and, kind of shake off the drowsiness before shooting another 2 blasts.
All right.
So I started blasting. 14 and 21.
14 and 21 will hit.
Alright, so, well, 10 damage and 3 damage.
All right.
So, 13.
It definitely singes a couple of hairs down the very generous side of this creature. And as it writhes, I think now your drowsiness is officially shaking off, and you're beginning to realize that, wait a minute, this isn't like the little fuckers that you've seen in the Underdark. No, this thing is about the size of a bear.
And with that, I'm going to just kind of... Yeah, I'm just going to kind of stay where I am and kind of start looking around now, because something like this making noise is probably attracting others.
Yeah, it kind of lets out a shriek as your Eldritch Blasts rear it. So, Thalia, it is now your turn. Can't hear you. Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna move over here,
All right.
and I'm gonna use Foxfire.
Roll it. A 25 will hit.
Did it not go?
No.
No.
Try again.
There we go. So for another 8 damage, you... Oh, good lord. Well, there went the second time.
I think
Oh.
it was just delayed.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
super delayed. So for 8 damage, yeah, you conjure the little kitsune bee next to you, you fling it forward, it hits this thing, just bops it right in the snoot, and it kind of shakes its head, sneezes, and now it's looking dead at you.
Jesus, these are some tough rats.
It's the size of
Weak
a
against
bear.
Fire? Does he get fire damage or no?
He doesn't have a vulnerability to it, no.
Okay.
I mean, these things are from the fire swamp.
That's just a question. Just because he's from a fire swamp doesn't mean he's fireproof.
I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, he's definitely not fireproof.
Stop bullying, Drago. Shut up.
Jura, we now come to you.
Let's see.
You're the OG, you're an old hand at dealing with these things.
I can't reach him.
Do you not have a ranged attack?
I could throw my feather axe, but I'd rather not at right now. Is this branch thing here rough terrain?
I will say, if you wanted to clear that, it would just cost you 5 to vault over it.
Okay, so then... So, like, that's 5, or...
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Or it would cost you 5 to get over it, plus whatever the space movement is.
So
So-
15 in total.
Yeah, so 15...
Well, that'd be 20 right now.
Bam, bam, I could... Let's see, I don't... What's the range of a lance? It's 10, right?
Yeah, I thought you had.
Yeah,
The range of a lance has reached.
Yeah, Lance has reach, so that you can hit
Oh, sweet,
10
alright.
feet.
Let me stab him. Oh, no. Wait,
Oh, no.
wait. Hold on.
Wait, what?
I think I have something for this.
Do you now?
1 second. Give me 1 second here to check my stuff. Might be something I looked at later, and I might have forgotten. Not that. Not that. Not that. Never mind. I could have sworn I
Alright.
had something.
I never put Sebastian on the turn order. So you said you don't have anything to counteract that?
Oh, when you roll a 1 or 2 on damage... Oh, that's damage die.
What is... Okay, so we'll flavor that as Sebastian will just go after you.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, moving on to that nat 1 with your lance.
God. Oh no.
A 62 in severity, it slips from your hand, and it is now right next to the ROUS. Did you have anything you could do with a bonus action?
No, because I have an extra attack. My other lance.
Now a 26 will hit.
For 5.
For 5 piercing. You stab it in his freaky, like, tenderly bald little rat hand.
That's some pretty low damage I got there. That was.
I mean, it's a basic iron lance.
It's a D12. Plus 4.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and as you're looming over it, you see the occasional glints of light peering through the canopy, reflect off its eyes like a cat as it stares at you.
Well, I got its attention off Thalia, so that works.
Okay, so can I... Wait.
I don't think I have any bonus action. Oh wait, you told me I have a bonus action to attack with my tail, I believe it was.
Yeah, you can...
But
yeah,
does the tail reach it?
I don't know, we never set a range for my tail.
No, your tail has a range of 5. For now, anyway. You haven't done anything with it yet.
Have anything I can do as a bonus action? I don't think I do it because he's too far away.
Right.
Just out of my range. I need to be right on top of him. Yeah, that's all I can really do.
Okay, so then now it's Sebastian's turn. He is going to move around this way. And he is going to cast... Where is it? Firebolt upon this boy. And a 14 will hit. For 17 with a huge flash of light that actually singes a couple of those shrubs standing next to him. You watch as Sebastian fires this spiraling. It was actually much larger than the ones you've seen him fire against those zombie sharks back on Vernal. Jura, as this thing passes by your face, you actually feel a couple of the scales on the side of your face get a little crispy, and it just flat out engulfs this giant rat. And after several seconds of very loud pain shrieking, it keels over, burnt.
Well, that was easy enough.
It's not like it took, what, 5 of us freaking sending what we had at it?
5 of us, you didn't even do anything.
I did, actually. Thank you very much.
I didn't even have a turn yet, so like we didn't even take everybody.
But from the trees, you hear rustling.
Oh
But
no!
wait, there's more.
There's
Oh no! They
so
speak for the trees, and the trees speak rat.
Can you shift move stuff from layer to layer?
Yeah.
We're about to find out together.
Yeah, no, you can. Just select them
Oh
all.
god.
Boom!
One more.
Hell yeah.
That's not one.
Them beautiful bean boys coming out them trees.
Uh-oh. I'm right in the middle of it all.
Yeah.
So as the leaves rustle, you see 4 more of these massive creatures emerge. Move a couple other things. So Sebastian notices that as well, and you see him kind of eyeing the situation, but he's unable to do anything about it. So Julian, we're up to you. Oh, and let me, before I forget, add these boys to the turn order. Okay, so that rat we can remove. Now I have to roll anew for each of these ones. Why am I not on the right layer? This is far less simplistic than I was hoping. Damn it. You ever have it when like you go to add turn, but since it's at the very top of the thing, sometimes it gets cut off by the screen?
Yep. I just moved the turn order window down for that.
So initiate.
Or scroll up to grab the thing.
Wow, those are some good rat rolls.
Uh-oh. I mean, does it really matter? They're acting after everyone?
Yeah, like it doesn't make a difference now, but
It's for the rats themselves.
yeah, the next turn they'll be able to act in this order.
Alrighty then.
All right, Julian.
Alrighty. Julian's gonna stroll on up here next to Sebastian, and he's gonna pick the one that's closest to
Jura.
Jura. This one over here,
All right.
and he's gonna fuck with his brain a little bit.
Intelligence save DC 15. Pretty
Yep.
sure these things are. Yep, they are dumber than dirt. Let's see how this goes.
Wasn't there some... Oh no, I'm thinking of other spells. Mind.
Well,
Is that
it
a crit?
rolled. It rolled
Oh
a
no, it just says a
minus.
-4. I was like, is that a crit fail? No, it can't be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next time he tries to do a save, any sort of saving throw, he has to roll a 1d4 and subtract from his result.
in
In
addition,
addition to taking the 9 damage.
Okay. So you watch as this rat begins to seize for a moment, and as he begins to control the tremors in his body, you see a small trickle of blood cascade from its nose. And now he looks dead at you. So very similar to how the last one did with Jury. You see a reflective sort of effect with his eyes like a cat's, and he just growls at you.
Right.
And now it is your imp's turn.
Yeah, so the imp is going to go invisible as his action, but he's going to move to right there.
All right. That's it for him.
That is all he's going to do for right now.
Okazad.
It's gonna take me 5 movement just to get on this thing, right?
It's going to take you 5 movement to clear it, plus whatever it costs to
I
entile.
wasn't gonna say. Wait a minute, this thing is in the ground. I thought I could just stay on top of it.
You can. It's like a fallen tree. So if you want to stand on it, fine. If you want to vault over it, either way, it's costing you 5.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna perch myself right up here,
All right.
and I believe that is very much within my range.
Which one you going for, Dovahkiin?
I believe I was gonna drown these fools.
Well, okay. So you want to click the card for Tidal Wave for those at home?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean by that, actually?
I mean, click the card so they can read the
Oh.
spell description, and so can I.
How do I pick that?
Just click the name.
I did. That's what I did.
If you go to the spell, you hit the information one, and I think it might be, you might have to change it, because if you have it changed to where it's only doing a roll,
There's a little bubble.
yeah, you'll be able to do the little bubble thing.
And
I just did.
so there's that. Nope, that didn't do it.
Let me look at your
I don't know
sheet.
how to do this.
You have to set it up in your spell itself to cast as like the whole card.
Yeah, okay, so that does... Yeah, you have to set it to... Oh, whatever. So can you just read it and tell me what it does?
I basically conjure in a large wave of water and an area of 30 feet long and 10 feet wide and 10 feet tall. Basically, anything in the area has to make a dexterity throw, and if they fail, they take 48 bludgeoning and are knocked prone.
Would you like to
Okay,
tell me
so-
where you're aiming that exactly?
Yeah, which one is getting hit, because these guys are more than 10 feet apart.
I was angling it like that way. Like he was going to be coming from down that way. and up
Oh,
that
so
way.
you can control
you
in
can
that
pick the
range?
origin point.
Yeah, that's basically what I was doing.
Okay,
That's-
okay.
That's freaking wicked.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, so, So dexterity save, you said?
It is a dexterity save. They need to pass 11, which
Okay, so
I
let's
imagine wouldn't be
go-
too hard, but if they don't,
So
I'm
let's go
still
with
doing
the
damage.
original. What is it, 19?
yeah, they will take 19 or half of that amount if
So
they
the first
pass.
one...
Oh dear.
Well, the first one rolled a nat 1,
And he basically gets knocked prone.
and the second one rolls a 5.
Also gets knocked prone.
Okay,
They take the full force of that.
so this one, because of a nat 1, he actually takes double the force.
Oh Jesus.
I think he did.
He's actually not. He's
Wait.
clinging to life, but he
Yeah.
is prone, you said?
Yeah, he is knocked prone.
Okay. Is there a... Why is this not... Okay. So then he is now prone, and he very much looks like a drowned rat. The other one took the 19 damage and is also knocked prone. Yeah, these boys are not having a good day.
Well, that
No.
was a strong turn.
And now that we're back up the top... Oh, it is Charia followed by 3 rats, so make this one count.
Yeah.
Well, the two on the left have to spend their time getting back up. So if you want to focus the other two, that would be probably preferable.
mean,
Well, that only takes a little bit of movement to get them back up. It doesn't take their whole movement turn.
And I think
Yeah.
only one of them is one of the three.
Yeah, it takes half movement to stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and one of the ones
Either way,
that's
they
over there.
would not be able to get on top of us. Whereas the other one, like
Um,
this guy over here, probably is going to get the Jura at the very least.
If not, he might be going straight for me because I am the one that.
I mean, I'm not
There's
gonna
a
really
little
be able to one-shot that thing, Deadlock.
True.
So instead,
You'll be rolling for you'll be rolling your attacks with advantage against the prone ones.
That is
Yep.
true.
and one of them is rather beaten. So you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pew pew the downed one that's basically dead. Oh, that took 19.
All right, roll it.
So pew.
Wait, the
pew.
one that took 19.
Yeah. Since you said
Well, yeah,
that,
he doesn't want to overkill the other one.
So this one up here.
and I'm gonna kind of jump and stand atop this log.
Well, both of those will hit. So
And pew, pew.
Wow.
6 damage. It gets better once I get that thing that can add charisma to damage.
I mean, it is basically a level 1 Eldritch Blast.
I feel like
as it's rolling over, you basically hit the meat of his side,
Mhm.
and you make him do like a little 180 spin.
Oh god, look out, guys! He's popping and locking. But I'm also gonna call over to Jura. Hey, Jura, do these things have any natural predators?
me, I guess.
Roll a nature, or on your turn, Jura, you can roll a nature to answer that question. Or
Yeah,
actually,
it's not just a
no, because
itself.
speaking is a free action. So yeah, Jura, I'll give you this one. So roll me a nature. Not that you know of. As far as you know, minus the Viashino that live in the fire swamp, these fuckos are the top lick of the food chain.
Me, yes.
Okay, never mind then. And let me just check my stuff, make sure I don't got anything I can throw out. Right now. You know what? I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Hex on. Drop the.
You place a
Drop that.
curse on a creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit with an attack. Also, choose one ability. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
I'm going to choose. Wisdom on that one. Or, didn't pick that one. That one.
Alright, so that one has disadvantage on wisdom saves.
Yep. Now someone hit it for me.
Alright, then I assume I will, let me actually mark him as being hexed. Should be a good reminder. Alright, and that's your turn?
Yep.
Alright, the next, Matt, what did you say the rat boy you hit with Mind Sliver has to do?
When he makes a saving throw next, he has a minus 1d4 to the roll.
Okay, he doesn't have to do anything at the start of his turns.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
It's just whenever he makes his next saving throw, he has to have that -4 or 1d4.
Cool beans. So then let me roll from him to you. This thing makes a beeline right for you.
Sweet.
Oh no, it's waddling at you aggressively.
And it's going to make a bite.
Miss.
Alright. And then it's going to rake at you with claws
That's a hit.
for
Yikes.
11 slashing damage.
Neat.
These are doing more damage than I am.
Yeah, so with a growl and a hiss, it runs at you, goes to bite you with those massive incisors. You dodge out of the way of that, but as it rears up, it manages to rake its claws across your chest.
Noise.
Rat Boy number 2 is going to spend half of his movement getting up from being prone. And he's going to start hoofing it over to where the one who knocked him over is. Rat Boy number 3.
Does he understand who knocked him over? Because it was just
Yeah, I was about to say, does he even understand what happened to him?
Well, he's running towards the group anyway.
Yeah, these things must have some sort of magical ability to tell who's targeting too, because like there wasn't any like projectile that came from me. He just straight up like his brain hurt, and then he's like, "I'm gonna attack that guy."
Well, this one is rolling up, and he's going to make an attack on Sebastian. Let me double check Sebastian's AC. Okay. With a bite. That is going to miss. And a claw. That is also going to miss. So the four of you who've known Sebastian for a while, you watch as, with grace and dexterity very unbecoming of a man of his age, he is dodging and flipping out of the way of this creature's attacks. And let me just make sure. Okay. And now it's Sebastian's turn. He is going to make a dagger attack, as there isn't much he can do at melee range at the moment, but a 20 will hit. For 5 piercing on this creature. And he will put some distance between himself and the rat, prompting an attack of opportunity. Oh god.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so Sebastian takes 13 points of
Yikes.
piercing damage. That hurt him a little bit. Thalia, it is now your turn.
Wait a second. There's no rats in the next one.
The what now?
So there's no rats standing next to him. These guys have long-range bites.
What
You fucking know what happened. It bit him before he left. Anyway, Thalia, it's your turn.
Okay, so what's the status on these rats? I wasn't looking at the screen. I was cooking.
They're
this.
big.
I know,
They're
I can smell
tanky.
them.
No, but which ones are?
The one to the northeast of Julian is hexed by Charia, so Charia deals bonus damage to it, but the only
Okay.
damage it took was from Sebastian when he just stabbed it.
I thought this was the one that was hexed.
The one
Yeah.
with the skull on it is the one that's hexed. That's northeast of Julian.
Well, it's
Oh,
good.
thanks.
Yeah, MJ was making a circle and Della got confused.
Yeah, the one to the far left has been knocked over and took a critical fail when dodging Okazad's tidal wave spell. So not only is it really hurting, but it's knocked over. So any any attacks made against that one will have advantage.
Okay, I finished that one then.
How are you fixing to do that?
Hang on, I gotta move closer.
That is definitely in range for most things.
And I'm just gonna do some Foxfire again.
All right, roll it.
Oh, that's awesome.
With a nat 20, roll the damage.
Poor thing.
Yeah,
It
it's
stood
not
no
a-
chance.
It deserved it.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck.
It
It,
no,
it just
did
said
not.
+6 for me, so that it took a second for that 11 to load. That's a lot of damage.
Alright. So this thing I can get rid of prone because that's not an issue. It is now dead.
Whoosh.
Outright, yeah, your Foxfire does something similar to what Sebastian's did earlier. The ball comes out bigger, badder, and untamed, and it hits this thing, engulfing its entire body, almost like a small Kamehameha, and when the flames dissipate, the creature, a little charred and looking a little crispier than normal, just kind of writhes around, still on the ground, before finally just...
I'm honestly surprised it's flammable considering it was just drowned.
Oh, Foxfire.
Foxfire doesn't do.
Yeah, it's
good.
not normal fire until it gets... I think until you get 4 tails is when it actually gains fire-like qualities. Yeah, until then it's just
Foxfire
magical.
cannot ignite flammable objects or clothing until you have 5 tails.
5 tails, okay. So yeah, you basically just heat this thing up while it's still on its side, rolling over, reeling from Okazad's attack, and you just singe it, and with its final breath, it lets out a weak growl and dies.
Okay, well that's all I feel like doing, so.
Alright, Jura.
Alright, well...
There's one to the left and 2 to the right.
Yeah, no, I have no inclination to help Julian since I don't really know him yet.
You
But
also
that-
dropped your lance.
Yeah, well, I dropped 1 lance. I have another one. You can
Yeah,
get...
you dropped the one you got from the Undersea Kingdom.
Yeah, so I can pick that up once we're done dealing with these guys. This one's kind of beat up pretty bad already. And there's 3 of you on this side. I'll go over here and... 5, 10...
I mean, you have a really cool.
Right there.
Alright.
Let's see. Okay, nothing right here. Alright, let's see. There's 2 things I can do here. I want to do this one. So, and how many Spear Order died? Have 4. Perfect. Alright. First, I'm going to make an attack roll with my lance.
Alright, 16 will hit.
Alright, and I'm also going to use menacing attack, so I have to expend one of my superiority die. Roll a d8, add it to the damage, and the rat bastard must make a wisdom save. Doesn't say what though. I'm assuming, I guess versus my wisdom.
For
No,
that,
You have a
DC is...
because you're a battle master. You should have a DC, like a spell save DC. That's already.
I think it's specific to the superiority dice, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm
Well,
I remember
checking.
looking.
Yeah, I do know that the subclass gives you something.
Saving
Saving
throw. Some of your maneuvers require you to target to make it saving throws. The saving throw DC is 8 plus.
Or Dex.
Is what? There were too many people going at once.
DC
8
8 proficiency plus strength or Dex.
Okay, so...
Your choice.
So 8. I will go with my strength because it's 4.
Alright.
Efficiency is 3.
So 8 plus 4 is
15.
12, plus 3 is 15. So it needs to make a wisdom save versus 15?
Yes. This is the one that attacks Sebastian, so not the one that's affected. Not pass.
No, it did not.
So now it is frightened until the end of my next turn.
Alright. And that's the one that Charya hexed?
No, it's... No, because you hexed this one, right? The one that's in front of...
No,
Yeah,
no.
The one with
The one with the
skull
skull,
attached.
the one with the skull on it is the one that's hexed.
Oh. Well then, yes.
And the 16 will hit, so roll the damage from the lance.
8.
8 piercing and 8 from the menacing attack, so 16 altogether.
And then my extra attack. 14.
That'll hit.
7.
This thing is not having a good time. You've basically just perforated it in both of its shoulders.
And it's terrified.
Yeah, and it is now terrified of you.
And now I'm close enough, so now I can use my bonus action to stab it with my tail.
That's true.
Why not start?
Oh, but it's a
making-
crit.
Oh, Jesus!
Holy shit.
This red is not having a good day.
Motherfucker be dead.
I don't think I needed to use that menacing attack action.
I mean, it was
this
bonus
thing-
damage.
This
It
thing
didn't
is
give
on
you any
death.
damage.
This thing is on death's door. You basically rake your tail across the front of this thing's face, and you can visibly see it start to tremble as it starts to prepare to backpedal away from you and just take the fuck off.
Well, that worked out pretty well then.
Just
Julian,
wait when it
it's on
takes
you.
the fuck off, and then you get to have a fucking reaction to attack it because it's leaving.
3 people get to have a reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like once it takes off, it's going, or 2 people anyway.
Well, 2 plus an imp.
Well, the imp doesn't get it. He's
No,
over the other
no,
side.
no. Once again, it's the hexed one.
Anyway,
Actually, the imp could move over there. I'm probably not gonna. Oh, you know what? I actually am because fucking flanking. But yeah. So let's see here. Julian is going to. Yeah, he's gonna. I'm not sure actually. I guess I'm just gonna try and mind sliver him again.
alright. Versus an intelligence save, which again, these things are dumber than dirt, so...
All
He
right.
also
Imagine if he
takes
gets
it-
a nat
he also
20.
he also has to lose 4 from it. So, but that doesn't matter because he's already below it.
Yeah, he already failed, so.
But he also has to do the same thing. So, the next one he makes, he still has to have the minus 1d4.
Minus 10.
So once this thing gets it's on, it sticks.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's basically I fuck with its mind until it literally melts from the inside of its brain pan.
Yeah, the blood from this thing is now, you watch as a little just splat of blood comes out of both of its ears.
Yeah.
And barring any movement or bonus actions, it is now your imp's turn.
All right, Imp is gonna go and do a quick shift to the other side of him,
Alright.
and then he's going to sting him.
Alright, so attack plus
which
2.
is a d20 plus 5 to hit.
Alright, and then plus 2 to that because of flanking.
So it's a plus 7,
Yes.
12.
You got it with the 12.
Thank God. And then the damage for that is 1d4 plus 3, and he needs to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
So I'll go and roll the damage initially, the 1d4 plus 3, because he takes that regardless. So he takes 4.
Alright.
Oh, he makes it. He still takes half the damage from this attack, which is a 3d6 poison damage, but he just takes half damage instead of the full damage.
Alright. So go ahead and roll that.
So it takes 6 plus 4 for 10.
10. Alright. I keep forgetting how good imps are for such low-ranking fiends.
Imps are pretty freaking awesome. Yeah.
But they are also extremely frail.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, because he has resistance to non-magical damage.
Well, that means if
He
there's
is-
any
and-
level of magic
and-
involved.
Technically,
he has
still technically a
resistance.
demon.
He also has advantage on saving throws against magical effects. So he's actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but then again, if a warlock or something with just a spell that targets it doesn't require a save, it just kind of dies rather quickly.
Like, for example, magic missile.
I mean, magic missile's just bullshit.
Anyway.
Well, that's why he just
God.
stays in. That's where the invisibility comes in. He's hard to hit because he can go invisible.
I think I'm going. What is the range on this thing? It's been a while since I've used it. That's fine. I am going to move over to here. Get
Alright.
away from that other one all the way up there.
You now have a conga line with Julian and Sebastian.
And I'm gonna target that one all the way to the far end and hopefully land this.
When's the far end?
Yep.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry, left. Left. rather.
A 23 will hit.
Man, it's a good day for Deadlock.
I know.
Alrighty, what
He's
kind-
actually landing chromatic orb. That never happened.
I know.
It happened twice in one day. That was legend in itself.
What kind of damage do I want to go with this?
I was just doing that before you rolled.
And let's go with poison and no, wait, not poison. And let's just stick with fire.
All right, roll it.
And
Bless you.
Thank you.
that's you.
Oh, what level did you cast at?
Level 2.
Okay. So then he takes 15 damage. And as the chromatic orb hits him, this creature's entire body is wreathed in flame. And it raises its head up and just scream. That actually hurt my throat. Screeches. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a second.
Take your time.
Would you like some water?
Maybe.
I'll be right there.
Thank you.
No, to self, don't do that.
Yeah. Points for authenticity, but don't do that again.
No, I can do it. I didn't practice beforehand, so that fucked me up way worse than I thought. Okay, but yeah, as it does that, you hear the familiar shuffling of leaves from further behind.
Are you kidding me?
But
You,
wait,
actually-
there's
actually-
more.
Actually, Okazad, roll me a perception.
And where are the other hunters? What happened to them?
Perception. I'm not noticing anything.
Mm-mm. Actually, all of you can if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay.
I like rolling die.
Less.
Ooh, I like the jangly number rock.
Little break in the monotony here couldn't hurt.
Miss
Okay,
rolling.
yeah, if one of you got it, I would say. So at the very least, Jura, Charya, and Julian, you all hear from beyond the tree line to the east of you.
The fuck?
As
Is that a horse?
something- No, that was a person screaming. Though you imagine it was probably one of those larger militiamen, so yes, as far as you're concerned, it was a horse.
Yeah.
No, because horses are useful.
Anyway, Charya.
Alright, well,
Before I end my turn, I was just gonna do some flexible casting to dismantle one of my spell slots for more points.
All right, go for it.
Alrighty, that's all taken care of now.
I feel like it's just tradition for me at the start of any combat to immediately lose my weapon or roll a 1.
It has happened quite frequently, yes.
It has happened a few times.
hey, at least you didn't throw it at someone this time.
Yeah, thankfully, because I wasn't facing any of you and you're all far away.
Jesus Christ, it's already been almost 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So this one's still barely alive, this one's barely alive, and this one is... and the other one is...
Hurting.
hurting.
Mentally, especially.
Oh yeah, this one got hit with Mind Slipper, didn't it?
Twice.
Yes, it did.
You know, screw it. I was gonna cast it on the other one, but the other one's literally about to die, and he's about to run
I would
away.
also like to remind you, the other one is probably going to lunge at you.
Yes, I know this.
Yeah, and the one that I'm facing is feared, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna want to...
It was...
I'll cast it on this one. I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead on it. Forcing it to make a Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Nice.
And if it fails, it takes 2d12 damage.
It gets -4 on its
It's
roll.
actually, yeah, it's 2d12.
Well, he passes.
Yeah,
So
Minus
that's...
1d4. Minus 1d4.
Ah, yes.
Well, no.
I think
No, he was
you
talking to
still
the upper
passed.
one.
Yeah, no. I was talking about this one. This
Oh.
one that's all by itself. So nothing happens to it.
Rip.
All right.
And
The one that
I'll-
Okazad just lit up.
Yeah, so I will step between me and or it and Thalia though.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right. Then next up is the
Bat
one
rat
next-
number 1.
Yep. So this boy.
The one
he's
having a
gonna-
brain hemorrhage.
Yeah, he's gonna make a bite attack on Julian.
Okay. I'm gonna wait.
Oh.
Sorry.
What's
I'm
up?
gonna unsettling visage him.
Is that a reaction?
Yep.
Mm.
He has
Well, yes.
disadvantage.
Impose disadvantage on the roll. Okay. So we'll do that again and take the lower.
Oh yeah.
11 is lower.
11.
He misses.
All right. He does still have one extra attack though.
Yep.
Is it for both of them
I
or
just
just the
needed.
first
I just
one
wanted to
makes?
mitigate one of them.
19.
Oh dear,
It's fine.
that's not fine.
No, that's already. I've already taken one of those too.
Yeah, so much like before, you leap out of the way of the claws, but he gets you with the southpaw, or the teeth, but he gets you with the southpaw, and this time
Yeah.
rakes right across your thigh.
Yeah.
He's going for that jab.
I'll just. I'll call out to the rest of them and be like, "Man, these guys sure fucking hurt, man. I'm telling you what."
I'll tell you what, boy. That's a clean burning hell.
Now, it's Tree Rat.
And the
Yeah,
next one, next is the one that Charya, you just got close to, so he's going to close the gap between himself and you,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to try to nibble on you some.
Oh no. That hits. All right.
7 piercing with the bite.
Ouch.
I'm
and
still
the
at.
claws, 17.
That's the exact match. So -7.
Man, why have I been dodging the damn bite? Shit.
I'm still up, but
that hurt.
It is, you know, it is only now that it's occurred to me we didn't really have much in the way of healing.
I have.
Yeah, your healer's been
wow.
your healer's been flinging Eldritch Blasts and Toll the Deads at things.
Yeah, you know what? No, that's it. Oh, because you're
Well,
not.
I mean, no, that's not because I'm saying that. That's me as the player.
No,
saying
you're not getting healed now.
I'm not the one needing healing. I'm more concerned about the other two next to me.
Yep. Literally everyone else. That one is feared right now.
Yeah, so Rat Boy number 3, he is, to the best of his ability, going to, first off, he's going to incur an attack of opportunity from Jura, Julian, and the Imp. So in that order, sound off.
Okay, so do I just roll like a regular attack roll for this? I
Yep,
never.
just with your equipped weapon. So since you have a lance, roll with that. 24 will hit. Roll it. For a 10, as it goes to turn and run, you basically impale this creature in the bunghole, and it dies.
Ugh. Need to cleanse this later.
Go ahead and get him off the turn order. Yeah, you're you retrieve your lance from the now twitching corpse of this rat, and you can't help but notice the tip of the spear does smell a little bit like rat booty.
Well, it's gonna have to be cleaned after this anyway. That's just gross.
Yeah, so that one's dead. It is now Sebastian's turn. He is going to, 1, spend 5 to get up. 20. And he's going to try his hand with another firebolt on the one near Julian. And an 11 will match, so he will hit it. Much like Okazad's chromatic orb, that rat begins to get lit up and it throws back another shriek. I'm not going to do it this time because I don't want my throat to hurt. But that rustling gets a little closer as this creature is on fire. And now it is Thalia's turn.
Wasn't there supposed to be a hunting party with us?
That's what I was
Where did
asking
those
before.
fuckers go?
They went way ahead of us apparently, and now we have these guys.
Well,
You guys also did specifically say that you didn't go with them.
Yeah, we basically immediately split off after getting into the forest.
Yeah, you wanted nothing to do with them.
Well, I'm gonna go here. Even with the 5 movement, I can still do that. So,
Alright.
I guess it doesn't really matter which one I hit.
Well, but yeah,
What?
both of them are pretty wounded.
I mean, they're pretty almost dead, right? Both of them.
Yeah,
There's
they're...
enough people over to the one on the right, so I'll aim for the one on the left.
Alright. $13 will hit.
Ouch.
Yeah,
5
for
damage
16
today.
For 16, Charya, as you're squaring up with this thing, you watch out of the corner of your eye as a pale blue light comes and engulfs this creature. And much like the one on the ground, its body looks a little more crisp for the wear when the light fades. And it goes to inch forward at you as much as it can
Yeah,
before just standing death of Bankaying. This thing is just frozen there, dead in front of you.
I kick it over.
Ugh.
I
And
kind of
that's my turn.
I just turn to Thalia and give a thumbs up.
All right. Then Jura, it is now your turn.
Well, we all know what I'm about to do.
You're about to wreck house on this thing.
Stab. Oh, it's too bad I don't have advantage.
You do because Julian's flanking it.
No, he'd be flanking it if he was one space to the left.
Ah.
And that's also +2, not advantage.
Oh.
Either way, a 5 is actually just enough. So how do you murder this thing?
So like, what it's looking at? Who's it looking at right now? Is it looking at
Still
Julian?
looking at me.
Yeah, that one was the one that just attacked Julian, so...
I'd like to think I stab it like right where it's like try to get it like through the tail and just stab like up its spine.
Okay. Then yeah,
Like a
I would say you
swooping
get
uppercut.
in... Yeah, you insert the tip of the lance where the tail attaches to the rest of the body, and as you thrust forward, like the end of a sausage, this thing's back just opens up, revealing its spinal column.
Well, if we have any biologists.
And I will go ahead and, for the sake of brevity, go ahead and reveal the final little bit of bullshit.
Oh.
Oh god, they're right behind me.
Oh, there's fucking 4 more of them.
Yeah. I recommend for you especially backing off.
Bro,
Go ahead
first
and get
plan.
these.
The only reason I didn't back off earlier is because literally these things dying was more important than me taking a distance.
Yeah, but now is the time for you to make a little bit of a retreat.
Oh, I'm gonna be on the other side of at least Thalia, if not very close to being even with the very like the complete opposite side of everybody.
Fuck these
Oh.
rats roll high.
Well, except for the one.
Yeah, the one that roll a 7, not so much, but the others, Jesus. Alright, and was that your turn, Jura?
No, because I can still move.
That's true.
Yes, so I will, yeah, who's looking worse for wear? I'll go after this one here.
Alright,
And I have extra attack still, so...
that's right, you do. 25 will hit.
6, but I'm also gonna do my menacing attack once again. Just to
How many
kinda-
superiority die do you have?
I have 4.
Okay.
I used 1, here's the second one.
Alright.
With 7. And using strength, so it's gonna be 14 again. Or 14 this time.
Alright.
Has to beat a 14.
Oh, wait. What is it, a wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom. Fuck!
Well, that one beat it, so where the other one got scared, this one is just angry at you.
Damn it. Well,
Still
just-
take the damage.
I still got my slashing tail, so I'll go after that.
And a 14 will hit.
For 12. I'm putting my damage out at least.
Yeah, you did some good hits on this boy. All right, Julian.
All right. I am initially going to move. Let me see here. Make sure I can still hit all these boys. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to move back to the rear. Tell him, man, I ain't about to fuck with these shits one more time, at least not up close and personal like. And I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna mind sliver the one that's over here.
All right, roll it. 9. I'll go ahead and make that intelligence check, or intelligence save rather.
All right.
Still nothing doing.
Yeah, my DC's pretty good.
Yeah, and
15's a pretty good one to have.
Their intelligence is pretty shit. Like they need to roll either a 19 or a 20 to beat you.
Yeah. That's why this particular spell's so nice, because on pretty much anybody who isn't, like on most of the enemies that exist, intelligence is a really weak save. So it's pretty useful in a lot of cases like that.
Mm-hmm. So any bonus actions? Or wait, no, not after you've casted a spell.
No, yep, that'd be all. And then my imp.
Yep, it is the imp's turn.
He's gonna fly over here, and he's gonna sting this one.
All right.
So it is roll d20 plus 7 since he's flanking.
Yep.
And he critted, failed on that shit.
All right. Well then, here's my favorite part of the encounter.
The hell?
Oh, that's a bad one.
88.
Yikes.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
I fear for the day that 100 comes up.
I also wish you didn't put your imp there.
How best to flavor this? As your imp goes back to, like, sort of rear back and thrust his tail forward, the ROUS actually manages to react quick enough to where it turns back, catches the stinger in its mouth, and rears its head up, ripping the second half of the tail off.
Oh, nice.
For...
I'm guessing that's going to be quite a bit of damage, because that's like...
For 12.
Yeah, the imp literally, it wouldn't even, as soon as he bit down, the imp literally would have just poofed into dust.
Okay.
And
So
there wouldn't
then-
be any residue left. It'd just be a magical explosion, and then that'd be it. He'd be go poof.
Okay, so yeah.
And all,
the-
like everyone would hear
came
like
down
a,
on-
God damn it, Julian!
Yeah, so the rat bites down on the tail, and then there's just a little cloud of basically demonic pixie dust as this creature disappears.
And Julian would be like, fuck, Reginald, why? God damn it!
Okazad, it's your turn.
Well, now I could actually do what I wanted to do with that. For starters, let's, yeah, I'm not even gonna get anywhere near that, so I'm gonna move all the way back here-ish. And I think you can guess what I'm doing. That's 3 creatures in the line of fire.
Yeah, I think that includes me.
No, it's up to 10 feet wide. I can have it be a bit smaller if I needed to.
Yeah,
So
you can
literally, I can have it go
If
up
you have it to where this thing is on 10 feet, then this space here would be the other 10 feet, so it would just miss Jura.
No, I mean like this is the direction I'm going. with.
Oh, okay, then yeah, yeah, that would miss Jura still. So what is it? 3 Constitution saves?
Mm-hmm. Let's see how well they do. That's
Well,
a
the
fail.
First one failed.
Is it con or dex?
It's a dexterity save. Yeah, it's a dexterity save. You shouldn't be making Constitution.
Oh shit. Okay, then screw those. Let's go again.
That misses.
First one still fails. The second one still succeeds.
Ugh.
And the third one fails.
So the ones except Jura, basically, the ones I'm guessing next to Jura is the one that passed.
Yes.
So all of the the other two take the full 18 and are knocked prone, and the one next to Jura only takes 9.
All right.
Well, I already put some heavy damage on that one, so.
And
Yeah,
I also
no-
bought us
none
some
of
time
these
from the other
boys-
two.
None of these boys look like they're having fun with that.
And as my last action for the thing, I'm going to give myself another level 3 spell slot by sacking a bunch of sorcery points.
All right.
And that's going to be the end of my turn.
All right. Then as we come to the top of the order, Charia, it is now your turn.
Okay. We should be fine on health right now, right, guys? For right now, since all of them are stuck over there.
Well, I may not be fine on health soon enough.
Well, you also have high AC, so you should be in the best shapes out of all of
My
them.
AC is not that high.
I think I match his AC right now.
Oh, do you?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I
Julian's
thought he was in
over
heavy
here-
armor.
Julian's over here, kind of half hunched over, kind of clutching his stomach and his thigh, as
Yeah,
you see a
I'm
large amount
worried
of
for
blood
you the
seeping
most
from
right
both
now.
areas.
But I don't like you. No, I don't like you. I'm not healing you. I'm going to Toll of the Dead, the one in front of Jura.
What is the range on Toll of the Dead? Jesus.
Let me check again.
Well, I believe
60,
it said it
60.
earlier.
What is it?
It's 60.
Okay, then yeah.
That is
Uh,
slightly out of range.
Yep,
okay.
It is at 65.
I will step forward one space to cast it.
You
This is
fucker.
why I check this stuff.
Actually, let me check something. Alright, you know, first, bonus action, Hex on that one. Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
And then I'm gonna do the thing. So now it has disadvantage on wisdom saving throws, as I throw up a wall of text.
All right. It's gonna make the save, and it's disadvantage. You said.
Yep, because of Hex.
And you also deal an additional 1d6.
Yep,
Well, it failed.
Yeah. There was no.
definitely failed. So it takes 2d12 plus 1d6, right?
Yep.
Unless you were casting it higher for either of them.
No, I'm not.
Well, yeah, he's not enough.
Oh yeah, that's right,
Okay.
Warlock.
Okay, so 11 damage. As I rack its mind with the thoughts of death and
Yeah. Jura,
annoyance.
from seemingly nowhere, you watch the rat look a little confused, and then just the whole front part of it, from its shoulders all the way up around its face and to the tip of its nose, the skin looks like it begins to just rot as its hair begins to fall out. It's still alive, but god damn does it look like it shouldn't be.
Ugh.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah, Charia, your spells are becoming gradually more gruesome as you're as you walk down this path.
Oh man, who would have guessed that going with a vampire would make my spells really horrible to living things? But you can continue.
So next up is going to be this rat boy, and he's going to run up to the closest thing in front of him,
It's me.
and he's going to make a bite.
A Jura.
He missed.
And then he's going to make a claw attack.
Ow.
Oh dear.
That's going to hit.
Eh.
Yeah, for 10 slashing as you feel this thing's claw sort of get caught on your scales, and as it rakes down your arm, it takes a few with it.
Do you know how long it's gonna take me to grow back those scales?
Probably pretty long, because the next one to go is the ROUS in front of you. 9 for the bite.
That is a miss.
Gonna miss.
Keep closing my page by accident.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, yoink. Holy fuck.
What is it with these claw attacks?
Dude, the claw attacks do a shitload of damage, too. They do, like, fucking 2d6. It's like a great sword, man.
Yeah, like, why the fuck are these the ones that are hitting?
Oh, God.
For
Gotta do it.
16 slashing as this thing just rakes its claw up, and from basically your waist to your chin, this thing comes up with like a bizarre looking rat uppercut, just rending your flesh.
Yeah, you guys know how I was very fine like 5 seconds ago? Yeah, I'm pretty close. If someone could, maybe call an ambulance, or, maybe the racists, I wouldn't mind having them shoot these guys, or having them as a
Got
decoy.
Ayame here.
Yeah, if
I do
you
have
guys
one-
brought Ayame along.
I do have one ace in the hole on this.
Yeah, well, half of us are not looking too good.
I like how I don't count as a healer anymore. Thanks, guys.
Do you plan on healing 4 people at once?
I can only do 2 of you, so to be honest, I only need to do 3 of you because I don't know about this changeling guy still.
Fair enough.
Well,
Perfect.
it's now Sebastian's turn, and you all watch as the air around him becomes inundated with little glowing embers, and you watch as his normally dull orange eyes begin to light up, and like Endeavor from My Hero, you watch his hair, mustache, and that little pointy beard he has turn into fire as flames go down his shoulders and down his back.
Oh dear.
This is gonna be really funny if he fails this.
Nope. And as he points a gloved finger, not really at Jura, more like past him. And let me go ahead and double check this spell, just so Jura doesn't get wrapped up in this.
I cast Fireball.
Well, I mean, if it's the spell I'm thinking of, then he could cast it a bit of distance away so it hits the rats, but not Jura.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, gotta move the fucking turn
Like,
order thing.
Like, you could probably cast it like, nope, that's not it.
This went fine until 2 of the rats were attacking me.
Here.
I don't care how many of my friends are tangled
Yeah,
up in there. I
basically,
cast
it's-
Fireball.
Basically, it's in that little purple square. So he points forward, and you watch through. His voice almost sounds embery now, or like gravelly now. I have had enough of these fucking things. And you watch as that area completely just ignites in front of you, Jura, and all 3 of those rats. And what is his?
He's the same level as us. How does he have these great spells?
I
To be
mean,
fair, that I could technically have access to that.
yeah, like Drago could have that right now, but he decided not to.
Rat 1 fails. Rat 2,
Rat 2 fails.
And Rat 3.
Also
Fail.
fails.
So
It's
all of them
actually-
take 32 fire damage plus his plus 5 from that flame mantle that he's got on.
Whoosh.
So the oh god damn it. Is it not gonna let me? There we go. This one's dead.
Glad I weakened him up for him.
Minus 37.
I mean, the one I hit up should be pretty close to, or should be dead.
It's gone. That one, there's just ashes remaining. Yeah, the one above that, its body basically looks like Astrid from the end of the Dark Brotherhood quest line. It is charred. All of its hair is gone. If not for the little bit of light reflecting off of the eyes, you would barely be able to tell that this was a living thing, much less one that's still alive. And as Sebastian lowers his finger, now think about what you've done. Thalia, it's your turn.
I don't think they'll be thinking much at all, if they even were.
AJ.
That's just cooking, so.
She's also muted herself again.
Have to wash the raw chicken off my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a lot of dead rats.
Yeah, Sebastian just let loose a fireball, and he's now engulfed in flames like Endeavor from My Hero Academia.
Well, I heard that. I've been listening. I just haven't been looking at the screen.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so
And also
both
Jura
of
is
them are in range for me. How's their health looking?
Well,
the one.
this
um,
one basically took 37 damage.
Yeah,
This
that,
one
that
took
one-
my tidal wave, but is knocked down.
Yeah, the one that's knocked prone. It's looking not great, like drenched and beaten up, but
the one next to
still-
me is like on death's door.
yeah, the one in front of Jura basically looks like. I compared it to Astrid from Skyrim at the end of the Dark Brotherhood questline, just a charred corpse that's barely able to move.
Well, since it's almost Jura's turn, I'll attack this one.
All right.
Because Jura can probably finish off the other one if he's living enough. We'll just Foxfire again, because it's simple.
And a 15 will hit. Thank God these things have low AC.
That's nice. 10.
For 10. Alright, so your Foxfire engulfs it, dealing its damage. You basically manage to give it a steam bath. The heat actually causes the water on it to sort of evaporate, so there's a little puff of steam after your attack clears. Still alive, but still very damaged. Actually, he's now tied with HP for the other one.
Okay, well, that's all I got from over here.
Alright, Jurid.
Don't get myself in that one.
I will save this if I may offer.
Bad.
18 will hit.
I was gonna say move around him a bit, just to get yourself some distance from the other one that is going to move next.
6 damage.
For 6 damage. Alright.
Still alive.
Yeah, it doesn't move, and it barely manages to open its jaws.
Attack.
enough to
Oh no.
A 9 will miss. Yeah, it opens its jaws just enough to release a pained, but it doesn't react to the fact that you just stabbed it.
Oh no.
Oh no!
So let's see here.
How bad did this mess up?
Will this be the legendary 100? Uh-oh.
Pretty,
That's pretty bad.
pretty fucking close. Okay. So remember I said when this thing opened its jaw to sort of wince in pain? Well, as you spin around to attack with your tail, the meat of your tail gets caught in the teeth of its lower jaw, and you now have a dagger-sized lashing tail instead of a longsword one.
Do I take damage for that? Because he did bite me.
Technically, yes.
Don't ask these questions, Zach.
I'm playing it the fair way.
Oh,
And
fuck.
Zach is dead.
Oh no!
So I think
I mean,
have
it wasn't technically a bite, so can we at least say half damage?
I mean,
I'll say we just ignore the crit, which is 11, which still sucks.
That's all my health.
okay. So my next turn is going to be spent healing him.
Yeah,
hopefully that-
I am at 0.
Well, alright then.
Ling just took a turn for the worst.
I'm just glad I wasn't the one that went down first.
He's gonna want to kill him. If he somehow lives through this, he's gonna want to kill himself just because of this.
You said these were easy, and then you got knocked down by one.
I got knocked down by one that was barely alive.
And as you look up, you now see 2/3 of your tail hanging from its mouth. And unfortunately, next up is this one. Let me
But if
roll
you're
some-
related to a gecko, you might be able to just grow that bitch back.
It does grow back, but it takes a few days.
Yeah, it'll take 2 days for him to get it to full length from where it is now.
Sweet, so he's like Piccolo.
So let
Except
me
Piccolo does it
see.
instantly.
Yeah, he kind of does, but you know.
Zach, I'm going to give you a chance to get away from this. I'm going to do a D20. Below, like 10 or below, it's you. 11 or above, it's Sebastian.
Well, that's me.
All right.
We're gonna be starting to roll death saves.
At worst, it's just a death saving throw.
But did I not get its attention by shooting at it? Shouldn't its attention be in my direction?
Jura's closer.
Just saying.
But she
And
did
just
Foxfire
attacking.
the thing.
Yeah, I was like,
I thought the one she foxfired was the one that's standing
No,
right
she did the one
No,
that was knocked
yeah,
down
yeah.
that is not moving.
Yeah, she just
Foxfire this
foxfired that
one.
one. But
Okay.
in order to get to you, he's gonna have to run past Sebastian.
But wouldn't he at least look in that direction, though?
All right. So rolling again with different odds. We'll go 8 or lower, Jura. 9 or above, Sebastian/Thalia. Okay, another 10. So he uses
Okay.
half his movement to get up. And 1, 2, 3, 4 is all he can do with half his movement. All right, Julian.
All right. After witnessing the lizard fellow, Jura have the issue he had. He's gonna move up to right here, and he is going to. Let me see here. Do a bit of a. Hang on here. Why is that showing? Oh, I don't want that showing. Let me see real quick what we're dealing with here, because I think. Oh yeah. Well, since Jura's already unconscious, I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern with a radius of 30 by 30.
All right.
Centered in that area. So both of the rats will have to make the saving throw. Jura's already unconscious, so he won't have to. Yeah.
All right. So both making wisdom.
Fail.
I think that passes.
Success. But depending on which one it is, I'm
It
pretty
was
sure.
it's the one closest to Jura, the one that that is basically a charred, crispy little rat right now. So the
Wow,
one
this
that
thing
was,
will die.
so the one that just took off toward Sebastian and Thalia, it stops pretty much dead in its tracks, and you watch as its eyes sort of glaze over, and it's now just kind of staring off into space, drool hanging out of its mouth as it appears to be looking at something that isn't there.
Yeah, yeah. Like, Julian just raises his hand up in the air in like an area above the central area where that all went on, and just like a strange like chanting, and then all of a sudden, boom! Like that one goes there, and then of course nothing else happens. But
I imagine that lower rat is now watching off the air.
yeah, basically.
All right, then is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okazad.
Unless you got a healing spell, hit that guy.
Yeah, I was just making sure I was in range for that, which I most certainly am. I'm actually starting to run out of spell slots because of the amount of tidal waves I had at cast. Either way, I'm just gonna go with this,
Hey.
25 will hit.
and that's gonna do 9 plus. It's gonna have to make a Constitution save.
Wait, why does it say DC 14 no damage?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think I probably just put it in the thing wrong. That's why.
Well, either way, he fails. So takes the full 9.
I think the DC 14 is for a slowing effect, but I could be wrong.
Actually, I just looked it up.
Oh no, it doesn't even make an attack. It has to make the save throw.
Oh, there you go. Then.
But if it does make the save, it doesn't take damage. Just like my
Yeah,
whole.
but that also means it doesn't need to make an attack at the spell range. So I think I'm just gonna take that off there for now.
regardless, it failed and it died.
Yep.
So now it is a frozen, crispy, dead rat.
Nice.
Yeah, between the fire,
Still one more rat.
mostly between the fireball and the foxfire and everything else, this entire patch of forest is now beginning to smell like burning rat hair.
Are we in Card or in Vietnam?
I mean, to be fair, everything also just got flooded a bit too.
Once
Back
again,
up, either way, we're back up the top of the order. Charia.
And there's one rat left.
Who is completely stupefied.
Yep, I'm busy doing something else though.
That's fair.
He doesn't even make saving throws on the beginning of his turn. He makes it only when he takes damage.
No, it's when he takes them every turn, and if he takes damage while he's at 0, he then automatically gets a failure.
Is that what it
No,
is?
no,
Or
no,
is
Yeah,
it-
I just looked it
rat.
up. I just looked it up. So he's right.
I'm talking about the rat.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the rat. That's why I'm ignoring it right now.
Yeah,
Does
the
a
rat
lot
doesn't.
damage.
The rat
Okay.
literally, like Julian would just call out and be like, "I've got that one under control.
Then
Just
Sebastian.
Don't
Then
touch him, or he'll wake up."
Are you? Is this Charia still going?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Is the dash action a bonus action or regular action? Can't remember. Okay, it's regular.
Regular, unless you have the rogue's cunning action.
Yep. So in that case, yeah, I can't heal him this turn. So, I have cure wounds. I need to put my hands on his face.
Oh, so you actually need to make it to him.
I need to slap the crap out of Jura, but I'm too far away. So you know what? I'm gonna roll
I'll just
perception.
blast this thing.
Well, you've got 10 turns. I can keep the rat like that for 10 turns.
I'm rolling perception just to check things, and I probably don't see jack shit because I'm worried about Jura.
Yeah, I'd say with a 7, you're not gleaning too much of your surroundings right now.
Alright, that's my turn.
All right, then Julian, as you say you've got this under control, a still very irate, still very on fire Sebastian holds his hand up, his thumb pressed against the front of his middle finger. As have I, Master Julian. Snaps his fingers, and a second fireball engulfs that rat.
Lit.
Just completely fucking overkilling him for
Enough.
1 damage.
38, and that thing is just dead beyond dead. It is crisped, it is a pile of ashes, there is nothing left to even tell you that this was, at one point, a rat.
And then Julian just looks over at him and he's like, that works too. And then he just kind of like slumps back over and holds on to his fucking gut in his leg again.
Okay. I'm gonna move over to Jura. Cast Cure Wounds at level 2. Heal for 10 as I slap you.
Alright, then Jura is back with 10 hit points. And unfortunately, with that fight, that is where we'll have to end this one today. So we will pick this up immediately after the fight next time.
It's one of those, wow, that's a lot of rats.
9 rats.
Oh, we're getting a good reward, and Jura's back on his feet.
I think we'll get a reward for 7 of them. I'm pretty sure 2 of them are nothing but cinder and ash.
Yeah,
Hey,
Sebastian
all we
kind of
need is
reduced
skull.
2 of them to smoldering piles of ember.
Oh, not even a skull left, huh?
Well, with a high enough survival, you'd be able to work one out, but we'll worry about that next time.
Yep.
Alright. And with that, we will see you lovely viewers later.
Later.